And now, Jieshuo, aka Commentary Screen Reader, CSR, or if you're me, the Confused Screen Reader. This is a segment dedicated to this great popular screen reader where we show you some new feature or some feature that we believe you should be in the know of. And now, for this episode, here's your entry for Jieshuo, aka Commentary Screen Reader.
And we conclude this episode in the next in our series on the commentary screen reader, where Karene shows us the new AI text correction functionality in Jieshuo.
For this episode, I'll be demonstrating the newly added AI text correction function. The feature tries to identify mistakes and fix them in texts such as spelling errors, grammatical mistakes, and structural ones. The function is online, and it uses an AI service. It's from Vivo, but I don't know the exact model used. The function is found in the recognition menu, which is a part of the functions menu that you can access by swiping up then right by default. And the recognition menu is also found in the main menu. Let's see how it works and test its capabilities. I'll go to Telegram and test using two messages containing a mixture of mistakes. The original texts as well as the AI responses will be included in my accessible Android written companion post.
WhatsApp, Telegram, connecting 3 full stop, search chats, text, saved messages, sent at 7.
Here is the first one.
I am in my way to an airport. My airplane will get off on 8 p.m. that evening. Before I left the home, I called my doctor and asked him for information about the headaches I suffer of during the flight. He suggested that I try to getting some sleep while traveling, but how I could sleep when there are much children playing and shouting loudly. What makes the matters worse is that, when you try to ask their parents to making them calm, they don't take your complaints serious. Also, the airport is very crowded, and the check-in lines is very long, so I was worried I missed my flight. Sent at 17:07, seen.
I'll copy this message.
Enter selection mode. Message options. Save, organize, reply, copy, for, copy. Copy to clipboard. Save messages.
And I'll paste it.
I am in my way to an airport. My airplane will get off on 8 p.m. that evening. Functions menu.
I pasted it in the message edit box. And now I open the functions menu. Then I'll go to the recognition menu.
Recognition menu button. Recognition menu.
The function is still in Chinese at the time of recording. It's the last function.
Cancel button.
I'll use the Jieshuo translation.
Copying mode. Operant translation. Intelligent error correction.
I'll double tap.
Save recognition in progress.
Now I have a new screen where the text or where the response is found. It's a text box, so you can edit the response, and the keyboard is shown already. There are also two buttons, OK and Cancel. I'll read the response.
OK button. I am on my way to the airport. My airplane will depart at 8 p.m. this evening. Before I left home, I called my doctor and asked him for information about the headaches I suffer from during flights. He suggested that I try to get some sleep while traveling, but how could I sleep when there are many children playing and shouting loudly? What makes matters worse is that, when you try to ask their parents to calm them, they don't take your complaints seriously. Also, the airport is very crowded, and the check-in lines are very long, so I was worried I would miss my flight. Text box, editing.
I think it's very good. It did a good job in catching the mistakes. I'll tap OK.
OK button. Save messages. AI editor button. I am on my way to the airport. My airplane will depart at AI editor button.
After I pressed OK, it replaced the original text with the AI corrected text. I can go ahead and send it.
Send.
I'll try with another message.
My phone's battery was draining fastly, so I decided to go to a nearby phone shop to get a new phone. There, I meted one of my friends that helped me decide what phone to buy. He advised me to get a high-end Samsung phone because it worked well and have many good features. But I said him that I cannot be able to purchase it because I don't have enough money, so he offered to borrow me some. When the shop did see my old phone, it asked me if I wanted to sell it for him. Sent at 16:57. Seen.
I'll copy this message.
Actions. Enter. Message up. Save. Organize. Reply. Copy. Copy to clipboard.
Pasting the message.
My phone's battery was draining fastly, so I decided to... Functions menu. Recognition menu. Recognition menu.
Jieshuo.
Save recognition in progress.
Jieshuo.
Again, the same edit box and the OK and cancel buttons.
OK button. My phone's battery was draining quickly, so I decided to go to a nearby phone shop to get a new phone. There, I met one of my friends who helped me decide what phone to buy. He advised me to get a high-end Samsung phone because it works well and has many good features. I told him that I cannot afford to purchase it because I don't have enough money, so he offered to lend me some. When the shop owner saw my old phone, he asked me if I wanted to sell it to him. Text box, editing. The top. Paragraphs. Sentences. Words. My. Characters. Capital M Mike.
So it capitalized my.
Words. My. Phones. Characters. Apostrophe. Sierra.
Phones. I was using ES without an apostrophe, so it added the apostrophe.
Words. Battery. Was. Draining. Character. India. November. G Golf. November. India.
My text included two N's. It deleted one, which is also correct.
Words. Draining. Quickly. So. I. Decided. Characters. Words. To. Go. To. A. Nearby. Phone. Phone. Nearby.
Nearby. I put a space between near and by, and it identified the mistake.
Nearby. Phone. Shop. To. Get. A. New. Phone. I. Carry. Full stop. Space. H. E. R. Echo. Comma. Words.
There I was using the EIR. There.
Words. I. Met. One of my friends who helped me decide what phone to buy. Uniform. Full space.
I'll not review the whole text, but I can say that it did a good job. I think the two examples showed how good the service is. It is usable. It delivers good results, especially when it deals with easy to identify issues and spelling errors. But there is something that you shouldn't forget at all, which is that this is an AI service. You might face some of the AI-related quirks, like sometimes it decides to add some explanations to the text. So it doesn't only send you the corrected text, it also explains or adds some additions. The problem here is that many TTS engines can detect that there is a Chinese text. So if you just read the text quickly, sometimes you might not pay attention to the presence of the Chinese text. And since this is an AI service, you should also know that it's not consistent. So with this example, it corrected borrow to lend, but with another test I did earlier, it wasn't able to detect that borrow wasn't in its right place. So it couldn't deduce the right word from the context. Additionally, the inconsistent nature of the AI service means that sometimes you might ask it to correct something, and then you ask it again to correct the same message or the same text. So it can give you different results. Maybe it can detect one mistake in the first attempt and not detect the same mistake in the second attempt, or it can do the opposite. This is not actually related to this AI itself. It's related to the nature of those AI services. And actually, you might face similar issues with other AI services, even the more popular advanced ones. During this demo, I only focused text which was inserted in an edit box. However, this is not necessary for the function to work. You can focus any text and use the function. I don't know the character limit though. When you press OK, if there is no edit box in focus, or if it's unable to find the edit box, it will copy the text to the clipboard. If you don't like the results, don't press OK, because if it's able to find the edit box, it will replace your text with the response. So you should be careful and press cancel to go back. The last thing I want to mention is that the feature is paid. In fact, all AI and OCR related features are paid.
Anything we want to say about that?
What do you think about the service?
Just like, well, it's just like the WhisperFlow, it needs internet access, right? So it's not like it's using what is found on the system. I wish they would have done like what TalkBack has. Instead, just grab it from the keyboard itself, the dictionary from the keyboard or something.
Yeah, but TalkBack can't fix structural issues, and you have to go fixing the errors one by one. And other than that, I can say, according to my tests, that the Gboard's suggestions aren't really smart as they want us to think. So sometimes there are like I try to wait for it to give me the suggestion I want, and it won't give me it doesn't give me the suggestion. So I think Gboard can be better with respect to suggesting words and helping in fixing spelling issues. So I think the total thing is different. Here, this one is trying to fix everything, including structural issues. I think for many people, this could be better, especially for non-natives who could face some problems in expressing certain ideas or in dealing with certain structures in English. And some people just have problems in tenses, in adverb uses, in a lot of other things. So I think this is the benefit of having this feature or this function. But I was asking, what do you think about the level of the correction? How can you, or what's the rating that you give this feature?
Are you asking Ed or me?
It's a general question.
Well, it's a general question. Yeah, no, it's not bad. Now, frankly, it did a good job, most especially, like you said, maybe the structural, whatever, the language and all of that, most especially if someone is not very versed or fluent in something, and it kind of gives you, it restructures it for you and makes it a better, like, let's say maybe, what's that feature in Gemini or Gmail, help me write or whatever, you could ask it to do that. So I think to have that directly in the screen reader or TTS, no, it's a screen reader, that's really nice. It's a good one. I like that. So in other words, instead of having to say, hey, okay, I'm going to go parse this into Gemini or Chat GPT and have it rewrite it. You have it right there. So I think that's good.
Yeah, I think it's a useful thing. I was pretty impressed.